Hello, my name is Kevin Abraham. I'm here to explain my Unix Lab exercise number 4, that is basic conversion using shell scripting. So here I have 5 set of questions, and first question is to convert from decimal to binary. Now I'll show you the program. Now here's my program. So this program is to convert decimal to binary. So I give a message asking to enter a decimal number. Then I read the value under the variable deck. So as long as the number is not equal to 0, I do this conversion. So here I'm finding the remainder. I'm dividing the value by 2, and the remainder is stored in the value b. Then I divide the value again by 2, and then I print the result in reverse order. Thus I get the binary value. Now I shall execute the value, execute the program. Now enter decimal value. Suppose I type 8, the value I get is 1000. Now going to the next question. To convert binary to decimal, so this is the program to convert binary to decimal. So I send a message, enter a binary number. I input the value in the variable called bi. Then I initialize two variables I and dec as 0. So as long as the binary number is not equal to 0, I do this conversion. That is I print bi. I find the remainder of this value, that is binary number divided by 10. Then I do this formula, the decimal number, I get the decimal value, and with that I add 2, and I take the power by I, well, that's whichever the value of I is. Then I multiply that value with a. Then I increment I for each round, I plus 1. Then I get the binary value, I divide by 10, and then I print the decimal value over here, that is dec, which is stored in the variable dec. Then I shall execute the program. Binary to decimal. Now enter a binary value. Suppose I give the value is 15. The next question is to convert octal to hexa. This is the program to convert the values from octal to hexa. Now here I enter an octal number into this variable OC. Then I initialize two values I and dec as 0. Then as long as the octal value is not equal to 0, I do these commands. Now here I have to divide the value by 10, get the remainder, and with that I add with 8, and over here I add dec with 8 and take the power to I and multiply by a. Then I increment I. Then I take the octal value and divide it again by 10. Then I get the now here I get the decimal number. So to convert from octal to hexa, I have to first convert octal to decimal, then from decimal to hexa. So after I get the decimal value, I check if it's not equal to 0. Then if the condition is true, I go here. Now suppose the remainder I get is less than 9, then I print the value as it is. And suppose the value I get is 10, then I print a, save the value as a. If suppose I get 11, b, 12, c, 13, d, 14, e, and hence it goes. Then I divide dec by 16, and the remaining value I write in reverse, and hence I get the hexadecimal value. Now enter an octal value. Suppose I give 12. This will be my hexa value, that's a. So 12 to decimal will be 10, and to hexa will be a. Now I'm going to the next question. Convert hexa to octal. This is my program to convert hexa to octal. Now I enter an hexa number. I store that in the variable hex. I assign two values dec and j as 0. Then this is to find the decimal value. So
I'll do fourth one. 2 minutes.
so over here I find the decimal values. Now this is the formula. 16 raised to I is the value over here. Then I multiply that with a plus a decimal value. BC is basic calculation. So I do that for everything till from 0 to f. And finally, basically this is the basic formula for finding a decimal value. And over here I convert the value into octal. So this is the formula for finding the octal value. Now as long as decimal value is not equal to 0, I do this. I divide the decimal value by 8, get the remainder. Then I again find a divide the remaining value by 8 again. I store it in dec. Then I write the remaining value in reverse order, and hence I get the octal value. I'll show you the output. Enter hexa value. Suppose I give the value f. The value I get is 17. Now last question is converting decimal to hexa value. Now this is my program. So this program is to convert decimal to hexa. So I enter a decimal value. I would store it in dec. Then I check if the decimal value is not equal to 0. If it's true, I go. Then I find the remainder by dividing the value by 16. Then here is as long as the value is less than 9, I write as it is. And suppose if the remainder I get is 10, then I store the value as A. If it is 11, I store it as B. If it is C, I store it as 13, D and D, 14 E, and 14 E for E, and 15 for F. Now this is where I divide the value by 16, the decimal value by 16, and then I write the remaining value in reverse, and I get the hexadecimal value. Now I'll execute the program. Enter a decimal value. Suppose I type 13. I get the value as D. That's all for my fourth exercise. Thank you.